Hey, what's up, guys? This is just a quick little excerpt from something that I did on stream showing how you can do 5-way Legion counters to level your character up very, very easily. If you don't want to watch the whole video, I'm just going to have the little cheat sheet right here. It entails go to the Forbidden Trove, the Discord server. Go to forbiddentrove.com if you don't know how to use it. Go to the Rhoda's hosting channel, whisper someone, join their group, give them money. You can leech those Legion 5-ways, and you can get XP. This, in my opinion, is really the only way that you'll ever find me getting my character past about level 98 to 100. Even if you do it in really well juice maps and all that, just that occasional risk of death is just not worth it. I don't like doing it. I have leveled to 100 in the past naturally, and it was miserable. And I just never want to do it again. It's a waste of my life. It's a waste of my time. Not going to do it. So yeah, go to Forbidden Trove, whisper someone, get in the group, leech it, make your character as tanky as possible, and get XP gear. That is the best way to do it. And here's the fun little bonus thing that I think a lot of people don't understand is you can just level up gems and use incubators as well. Level up gems in your gear. You can use things like Diala's Malefication and Ashes of the Stars to level up the gems way, way faster. And you can just sell off those gems. And in fact, you can make money as you're leveling up your character in 5 ways. It is tedious. It is annoying. I don't love doing it. It does, in the aggregate, save you a lot of time in your life. And honestly, the most precious currency in your life is time. And that's what I value. So once I get a character to about level 97, I start thinking about, hey, do I want to take this character to 100? If I do, I do this thing in the 5 ways, and that's just what it is. You can see the cheat sheet on the screen right now. You can just follow that if you want to do it. What follows is the more detailed walkthrough with an explanation. So hopefully this helps you all get to level 100 if you want to do it, and you can make money doing it, save you that valuable time in your life so you're not wasting it. Definitely let me know in the comments below if there's anything else like this that you've kind of been wondering about, like something that happens in the game that you haven't really engaged with that you might be interested in. And I would love to give you a little tutorial and walk you through it. And if you liked it, definitely subscribe to this channel for some more content like this, or just other fun content with me talking about video games. So anyway, enjoy the tutorial, enjoy getting level 100. Have a great weekend. Goodbye. What is a 5-way encounter? What is it? How do you do it? Why do you do it? Etc. So the Legion encounter in the domain of timeless conflict is the end game encounter for the Legion League. What that is you put in some of those full completed emblems into the map device right here, and it will open up these portals. For the 5-way, obviously, that just means you put 5 of those emblems in. By default, you only have 4 slots in your map device. If you ever put in 4 emblems once, it will unlock the 5th map device slot, which is very, very important, of course, for using more scarabs, more fragments, stuff like that. So even if you never plan on doing a 5-way, I do recommend just getting those 4 emblems once so you can unlock the 5th device. And then what happens is you go in here into the domain of timeless conflict. It looks like this. It is a big, it's an ellipsoid, and there is a rock in the middle with a purple circle around it. And then there's another rock over here. Oh, sorry, this is the rock here. So there's it actually looks different. Oh my God, it actually looks different if you do a 2-way. All right. I actually didn't even know that because I haven't seen a non-5-way in years. But if you put 5 emblems in, there will be a rock right where I'm standing right here, and all of the leechers are going to stand right here at the rock. Then in the middle, there's a rock here with this purple circle around it. When you walk into that purple circle, it will spawn the armies for the emblems that you put into the map device. There will be a carry, a resetter, hopefully an aura bot to keep you alive. It'll give you some life and resistances and all that type of stuff. And then there will be 3 leechers. 3 or 4 leechers, depending on the setup. And then you're going to be standing here. There will be a rock right here. You're just going to leech and stand there. If you're the resetter, you're going to be doing the reset. We actually have to be going in and out of this purple circle to respawn the armies. So we'll show what this looks like when we kick it off. So we go in here. So you stand in the middle, and you'll see it spawns a bunch of armies. All right? And then you're going to go around, and you're going to attack them. Oh, my character is actually really weak. This is not the character to bring in here. And then you'll see that the purple circle will show up again. When the purple circle shows up again, then you go back into the middle, and you stand there as the resetter. It will respawn all of the dead monsters. And you'll see that there's a timer. In the 5-way, it's actually 5 minutes long, not 2 minutes long. And the carry will be running around in a circle, just killing all the monsters, and getting you XP as you leech on the side and stand next to that rock on the right side. And then the resetter just keeps going in and out, standing here, sees the purple line go away, then you have to run back out, and then you run back in, and you stand where the purple line is, and then you run back out, and then you run back in, stand on the purple line, respawns, run out, and then run back in. Ideally, you want to do this as fast as possible. As soon as it respawns, you're out and back in. You use, flame dash, any very, very fast movement ability, and you just go in and out, respawning, and then the timer will go for 5 minutes in a 5-way. You'll be standing at the rock right here and just leeching your SP. Do watch out for volatile deads and stuff like that. Sometimes a boss might get on your character or something like that, which is an absolute pain in the butt. It's very, very rare. If you have a good aura bot and a good carry, it's not really a concern. They'll take care of you. But sometimes that can happen. If you don't have a good aura bot, you don't have 90 fire res or anything like that, which I have 31 right now. You do have to be very careful. Your character can die. So I do recommend not, unless you have like a very, very tanky character, I recommend at least babysitting the character a little bit. You can watch Netflix or whatever. Keep the sound on. Listen for that volatile dead, or listen for the boss voice effects if they happen to get close to you and are going to do damage to you or anything like that. But yeah, that's just the 5-way. You're going to leech it. And then when the timer is up, which we'll have in about 20 seconds, then all of the loot, so you'll see that there are loot rewards at the bottom of the screen right here, right to the left of my portrait. That is the loot rewards for the bosses and the monsters and everything that you killed. And all of the loot will spawn in the middle in just 3 seconds. All right, 2, 1.
Crossbow?
It will kill all of the monsters. They'll disappear, and then the loot for the monsters that you killed will drop. It will be permanent allocation to your character if the group is set up properly. Pick up that loot
crossbow
that you want to do. If you really want to, you can wait until some of the people don't pick it. They leave and they don't pick up loot that they don't care about. If you want to grab those scraps, if you're a little bit on the poor side, and then you go out, and then they're going to put in some more stones, and you go back in and you go. And that is how the 5-way works. You're going to stand at that rock if you're not a resetter. If you're the resetter, you're going in and out of that purple line to respawn the monsters. And that's really all about it. That's really what it is. They will ask you to turn off microtransactions and pets and stuff like that, especially minions. Minions will aggro and everything. You don't want to do that. So that is what it looks like. That's mechanically what it is. For recommended items, Diala's Malefication. This puppy will give you 25% increased experience gain for blue socketed gems. Recommend just getting a 6 blue gem puppy in there. Putting in 6 enlightens, just really, really good for that. You can level them up very quickly, and this is one of the best ways that you can get be profitable as you're going through the 5-ways. Dual wield Supreme Truce. Each one of these will give you 3% increased XP. Chitus's Apex is 5% increased XP gain on top of that. And dual wield Piranda's Signets for 2% increased gain on top of that. So that will be 2, 4, plus 6. That will be 10% increased XP plus another 5, 15% XP gained right there on your character. If you go from like 95 to 100, this can save you hours of your life. These things are dirt cheap. I highly recommend having that set up. Not to mention, as I said earlier, Ashes of the Stars, 10% increased XP gain of gems right there will help you be more profitable as you're leveling up leveling up your character and going through all of that. So that's my recommended gear that definitely, I kind of skip the rings a lot of the times because, the rings it's only 2% XP each, and you can get like really high, life, ES, and resistance rings. I will give up that 4% XP for just like really strong rings, but the helmet and the dual wielding Supreme Truce for me is like mandatory when I'm going to do a 5-way, because it just saves you so much time, over the years of doing this multiple times. So that's what I recommend for items. And then how do you find one of those groups? How do you do that? So really the only way that I know in the modern day for how you do this is you use the Forbidden Trove. This is a Discord server that is, it's a third-party trading server for finding, doing things that are usually trades that are kind of obnoxious, that are not built into the game. Doing big boy trades, if you're looking for mirror service or something like that, or if you're trying to do like batch trades or anything like that. That's basically what the Forbidden Trove is for. It has its whole etiquette system for like vouchers and making sure, like, it has bots that are like trying to make sure that people aren't getting scammed and all that stuff. But do be careful. They do their best to try to, there are different levels of, you can vouch for someone and they will get titles that become more and more green. The more green their title is, the more flames that are next to their name, the more trusted they are. They have vouchers and all that. But I'm not going to teach the way Forbidden Trove works. They have tutorials and all that on their website. I would recommend going to just Googling Forbidden Trove, go to their website, forbiddentrove.com. Check it out if you're interested in getting on there. It is, as far as I know, really the only best and good way for doing stuff like this. It's also good for trading like Ashling slams and anything like that. So definitely give that a look if you haven't used Forbidden Trove. But all you got to do is you go to the 5-way hosting. So you can scroll down to the, I'm currently in Arch Nemesis Softcore, and I go to 5-way hosting, and there are people here that are offering the service. What are these services here? So this person is saying, wants to sell Softcore 5 ways normal run, tells you what region they're in, and it will tell you the price. So client, it'll say client or leecher. It looks like they're calling them clients now instead of leechers, which is interesting. I guess that's a bit, they used to be called leechers, but now they're called clients. Those are the people that are leeching and just standing next to the rock on the right side there. They're doing nothing. You just stand there, try to stay alive, leech that XP. The resetter is the one, the resetter will pay less. They are paying 1 exalt for 5 runs. The client is spending 2 exalts for 5 runs. And so yeah, 5 runs, 5 sets of stones, then guarantees a certain amount of XP. This is kind of a new line people are putting in. They'll try to keep it up to date with the number of people that are in the party as they try to get that going and kind of have that allocated. And if they're very nice, they will give you the line that you can just copy paste and you put it right in here. You whisper them, they'll send you an invite. And then you just want to wait until the party fills up, go to their hideout, trade them, only trade specifically the person that you whispered, right? So, this any carry person, I would only trade with that person. So wait until they send you a trade, give them the exalts, and then in party chat, they'll say like, hey, this person, yada, 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 has paid for 5 runs, and they will keep a tally if they're, a good carry. After that, you do your 5 runs. Sometimes they'll let you stay and continue in the group, and they'll just keep going, trade them another, 3 exalts, do 5 more runs. And then after that, you can go to services vouchers here, and you can go like, at subtractum, +1 5-way, right? And what will happen is in this channel, they have a bot that will take that and will count as a tally towards their account, and then they will get more vouchers and you'll level up so they're more trusted. And yeah, that is, in my opinion, by far, I'm not even opinion, just objectively, it is just the best way to level. After about level 96, 97, leveling naturally, unless you have a perfectly tanky character and you are running the juiciest maps on the planet, it's just going to be slower. You risk dying. And in fact, you can do things like slot in a lot of jewels, use Dialia's Malefication, the body armor, and Ashes of the Stars. Slot in a bunch of gems that give you that when they level up, they're worth good currency. You can double corrupt them, stuff like that. Try to go for like level 21 gems or, empowers and enlightens. And you also run like as many incubators as you can. And in fact, you can break even or, if you have it set up properly, just be profitable as you're leeching these 5 ways, leveling up your character, hit level 100, and you're good to go. So that's it. That is everything there is with Legion 5 ways. If you're interested in doing it, I think if you're in Trade League and you're willing to do it, it is the best way to level up, after 96, 97. Otherwise, it just takes too long. And, dying at level 99, I've done it once ever. I had like 50% XP. I died at level 99 once. It's one of those worst feelings in video games ever because I knew I lost like 3 hours of leveling. Never again. So that's it. That's Legion 5 ways. Have fun.